Hi, I'm Mrs. Mason. Welcome to day 3 of growing alligators. I have my science notebook, I have my data tables. Let's find out if they've made any changes. We're on day 3 of growing alligators, and you need your science notebook. Go ahead and write the date at the top and just make some observations of what you notice about the gators. For both the tap water and the distilled water, they are sitting at the bottom of the tub. For our 4th grade gators in the salt water, I can tell that the one in the 45 grams of salt is sitting at the bottom of the container, and the one in the 90 grams of salt is floating. And for 5th grade, you can see one of them is much bigger than the other. So in 5th grade, you're comparing the one that's in the water, the one that's in the hydrogen peroxide, and in the vinegar. Next, I'm going to measure each gator. I'm going to put it on some paper towels and really soak up the extra water so that I don't have any water droplets on my balance scale. It's reading 0 and it's measuring grams. So the gator in the tap water on day 3 is measuring 4.2 grams. The gator in the distilled water, get all the extra water off of it and put it on the scale, and it's measuring 7.2 grams. For 4th grade, my gator in the 45 grams of salt, I'm drying it off really good. The gator is measuring 2.6 grams. Which is almost the same as yesterday, maybe just a little bit more. And the gator that's soaking in the 90 grams of salt for day 3 is measuring 2.4 grams. For 5th grade, on day 3, the gator in the hydrogen peroxide, 8.8 grams. And the gator in the vinegar, is measuring 3.0 grams. So if you're following along with 5th grade, you want to also include the control gator, which is 1.7 grams, and you also want to include the grams for the tap water, which was 4.2 grams. For 5th grade, we also need the length of the growing alligators. So the growing alligator in the tap water is about 7.4 centimeters. The length of the growing alligator in the distilled water is about 8.8 centimeters. The length of the gator in the 45 grams of salt is about 6.3 centimeters. And the length of the gator in the 90 grams of salt is also about 6.3 centimeters. The length of the gator that was in the hydrogen peroxide is about 9.4 centimeters. And the length of the growing alligator in the vinegar is about 6.7 centimeters. So for 5th grade, you want to also include the control. That one has been left out of the water, so we want to see if anything really has changed over time. So this is how the control has stayed the same as we continue on with our investigation. Here's my data display for day 3. We can really start to see some changes from day 1 to day 3. Here's 4th grade. The gators are starting to change, but they're changing very slowly. And for 5th grade, we're comparing both the mass and the length. And all of that is being compared to a control gator that hasn't been in any type of liquid. We have our graphs at the bottom. So at the end of day 3, we're starting to see some big changes. Take out your science notebook, write the date at the top, and begin to tell what you're finding out. Use the data from day 1 to day 3 and compare. You might have to do some subtraction to find out just how much each gator has changed, but you can begin to compare them and analyze the data. Then talk about it, write about it, tell why you think those changes might be happening. Make a prediction for tomorrow, and then come back tomorrow to see if there's more change to come.